Welcome into Zions Bank Stadium for this Western Conference matchup between the Rio Grande Valley Toros and the Real Monarchs. David Horst, Landon Southwick, thank you for tuning in here on ESPN+. David, both teams coming in carrying a loss in their last game. 2-1 losses for both sides. Both are looking for that sweet, sweet nectar of redemption.
Yeah, like you said, both teams are coming off losses. More importantly, the Monarchs are coming off 2 losses right now. Can we see a reaction from the Monarchs? Can they come out and can they prove to this crowd, prove to this coaching staff that they want to play tonight, that they want to win this game? And then also on the flip side of that, Rio Grande Valley, they're looking to get a point on the road here. Zions Bank Stadium is not an easy place to play. RGVs, they're fighting for those last few playoff spots. Can they come into this road stadium and can they get a point here?
One of the times that they have a chance to do it is right now. Monarchs sitting in a position where they've given up games at home. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference, and that will really give you a look at how these sides are sitting. As you can look, neither of them find themselves in the top 10, with New Mexico sitting in the top spot, Phoenix rising right after them. Monarchs and Rio Grande Valley both in the teens. Something's got to change if they want to start making their way up. Obviously, we've talked about this, you and I, many times, but things will change and level out as the summer goes on. Let's check out some of the storylines heading into tonight's match. Monarchs lead the all-time series 3-2-1. Both teams, like we mentioned, are coming off a loss. And Douglas Martinez, 2 goals in 2 games in his last 2 games for the Monarchs, 3 goals and 3 assists during the season in 10 games. So he's kind of the hot player for the Monarchs right now, especially without Jack Blake, the captain.
Yeah, can Douglas Martinez keep the ball rolling right now? He's done extremely well the last few games. He's kind of that catalyst right now for the Monarchs, and he's the guy that they need to show up tonight.
Let's toss it to a quick break, and we'll be back with lineups here shortly. America First Credit Union, ensuring the financial health of local families and businesses for 80 years. Tonight's match is presented by Steward Healthcare. Steward, world-class healthcare where you live. Visit steward.org. Mountain America, start preparing for your future today with Picture Perfect savings accounts from Mountain America. They offer term deposits, youth accounts, retirement savings, and more. Visit macu.com. For banking that always puts the best team on the pitch, Zions Bank is for you.
A lot can happen when your sidekick is a dog.
Kicker! I got this.
That's why you use Zelle in the Mountain America app. It makes sending and receiving money fast and easy. So Kicker and I can keep the adventure going.
Zelle is now in the Mountain America mobile app. Quickly send and receive money from almost anyone with a bank account in the U.S.
Kicker, my sleeping bag.
I've got this.
All with the convenience and security of the Mountain America app.
Let's check out starting lineups for both sides and see how each coach decided to trot out their starting 11 tonight.
RGV, who's missing Malik Foster tonight. He got called up to the Jamaican national team for the Gold Cup. He's one of their most dynamic players, but they still have Michael Salazar up top, who recently just earned a USL Team of the Week. He's been very hot of late. He's scored quite a few important goals for this RGV team, and he's going to be that main guy that they are looking for to find in the attack tonight.
That's how Gerson Echeverri will send out his 11 tonight. Let's check out what Martin Vasquez elected to do tonight for his 11.
And like we talked about earlier, we're looking for a reaction from this team, and Martin Vasquez has put out a little bit of a different lineup tonight. We're looking at Conrad Plu, who's getting a start. Hasso's getting a start. Master Cachet's getting a start. So can these guys, can they be the puzzle pieces that all come together for this Monarchs team? And then also, like we talked about with Michael Salazar, Douglas Martinez, the man up top for Real Monarchs, can he keep the team rolling tonight?
And something to note with this Monarchs side, there's challenges when presenting these sides, injuries, call-ups, Open Cup for Real Salt Lake coming up. So I'm sure there was some adjustments being made. Monarchs going to be in their all black tonight, looking to finally right the ship here at Zions Bank Stadium. It's been a rough go the last few times, David. 2 games where they gave up 4 different goals, or 4 goals in each game. As tonight you'll see many dogs out here because it's pups at the pitch night here at Zions Bank Stadium. But back to what I was saying, 4 goals in 2 separate games, a rough kind of go.
They're a team that's reeling a little bit defensively, Landon. They've given up some bad goals in the last few weeks. Can this new back four, can they pull it together? You got 2 guys at center back and a guy at outside back who really don't have much experience together right now. So can they come together here for this 90 minutes and kind of, seal those doors a little bit and not let any leak of goals tonight?
Of note tonight, a couple players coming down from first teams for both sides. Justin Portillo in the starting 11 from Real Salt Lake, a former Real Monarch player that was promoted. He's really one of those guys that many people look to as the system works. Right on the opposite side, Michael Nielsen coming down from the Houston Dynamo, your former club at one point. I mean, this is a battle of 2 of the former clubs that you played for.
Yes, it is. And Michael, he wasn't there when I was there, but he plays behind 2 guys that were there when I was there, and Joe Willis and Tyler Derrick. And those are 2 great guys for him to learn from. Now, both of those guys at some point in their career came down and they played for RGV. Can he follow in their footsteps, and can he really take this moment and get that experience that he needs as a goalie?
Elton Garcia blows his whistle, center referee, and we're underway here at Zions Bank Stadium. Rio Grande Valley in their orange tops, white shorts, orange socks. Monarchs in their all black kits, and they will be moving from right to left across your TV screen or whatever device you might be streaming on. Man, we live in a different day and age. Noah Powder will take the throw in for the Monarchs here on the near side. Header won initially by the Monarchs, but it'll fall. It'll go all the way back to Rio Grande Valley. Kind of a hospital ball a little bit there from Donovan to the keeper. Monarchs will give up a foul here on this near side.
Rio Grande Valley, they're coming from a wet, humid climate, Landon. Can the Monarchs make the most of that, and can they just apply that pressure and run them into the ground because they're not used to this dry elevation? RGV, they're gonna struggle late on in this game tonight.
Heat's something they're used to, but elevation is not. Throwing coming for the Monarchs. Steve Hasso making his 3rd appearance of the season for this Monarch side. An academy product recently signed by this side at the start of the season. Portillo, the Avila, the Panamanian. Out wide to Powder. Ball movement looks good so far for this Monarch side. Something they struggle with, David, is starting games right. There's a little bit of miscommunication there between Chang and Cashier.
They have to keep moving the ball sharp. They have to show RGV that they are here to play tonight and that it's going to be a long night for RGV. They can't move the ball slow. They've got themselves into trouble in the past few weeks where they've moved the ball a little too slow, Landon, and it's been picked off, and teams have countered and scored goals on them.
Cashier tries to keep it in. Looks like he does. Correction, he's not able to as we see the flag come up here on the near side. It'll be a throw-in for Samuels. Trying to find Salazar. Ryden was there defending him. Salazar takes a heavy touch, but a ball falls nicely.
Salazar's got him. He's got a big body, Landon. It's going to be a battle tonight for Plua and Ryden. They have to be careful that they don't get too close to him because he is a big, strong player that can turn them. And if they get too close, he's going to do that all night long. That's where you have to be smart and give yourself a little bit of space and not get too tight.
A player that's playing with a lot of confidence. 7 goals in 10 games. He's also a national team player for Belize, having played for the Montreal Impact as well. Ryden to Plua. Center back combo that we haven't seen recently, but one that has been successful in the past for this Monarch side. Both players having played last year together. Powder to Chang. Chang trying to get around. Chang looking for the foul call, nothing coming from Elton Garcia. Samuels quickly thrown in. Douglas tries to cut that off, and a nice job there by Donovan to switch the field. And back to Putna. Putna able to clear long and far. Putna's a guy that we've seen come down with this side, and a guy that's been replacing someone recently who played today for the US U20s as they fell to Ecuador 2-1. But a guy that this Monarch side will love to have back when he gets done.
And not to bring up things from the past, Landon, but the last time we saw Putna on this field, he gave up a little bit of a bad goal. Can we see a reaction from him tonight? Can he keep his focus, you know, and completely forget about that last game here? And can he put in a professional performance like he has for the first team?
Gotta love the work right there from Avila, applying pressure on Limone. But it'll be a goal kick for Rio Grande Valley. Rio Grande Valley comes into the match tonight with a 4-5-4 record on the season, 16 points. Monarchs with a 3-6-3 record. Will be out for a throw-in. Powder's gonna take the throw-in. Looking in quickly to Avila, the Panamanian international. Cashier finds it wide. Cashier has some nice footwork, able to slip through 2 defenders. Gets the ball to Martinez, back to Chang. Chang picks up his head, he'll take a shot. A nice looking opportunity there from the Monarchs. If it would have been a right-footed player, maybe had more of an opportunity, but it looked like the post was covered nicely.
But I like that from Chang. Get that first shot on goal. Test this goalkeeper a little bit. See where his head's at. See if he's ready for this game tonight. It doesn't matter that it wasn't a hard shot, but was he ready for any shot that was coming at him?
Mone, back post. Ball's inside the box, Rio Grande Valley. Martinez. To Limone. Back, Rich Samuel to Limone. Step over, he gets inside the box, takes a shot near post. Cleaned up nicely by Putna. Sporting the nice clean shave on the top of the head today. Nice fresh cut. Cashier, both teams with a shot. Nothing to write home about yet, but both teams getting in on the action early.
And it's extremely important for both of these goalies. Get that first save is always the hardest. It gives them a little bit of confidence going into the rest of this game when you can get your hands on that ball and make a good save.
Avila picks up his head to Cashier. Not much opportunity in the way of the midfield for the Monarchs so far. Rio Grande Valley doing a good job of keeping their shape. Martinez, he's in towards the back line. Played in between Hurd and Martinez, and it'll be played out for a throw-in.
If you look at the way that RGV is set up, Salazar is sitting off a little bit, and it's almost a midfield 6, and they're trying to clog up those passing lanes and not allowing the Monarchs back 4 to find those guys in behind that first line of defense.
Hurd inside the box, trying to find Martinez. One-time effort in, cleared away. But he's settled by Powder. To Avila. Avila's got a player on his back. Nice little turn there. Tries to get away from 2 defenders. Taking out player on the ground. And Avila's frustrated because he was tapped on the heels from behind, but a good job there by Rio Grande Valley and Limone.
I can appreciate that Avila's frustrated there, but you can't lash out. You can't have that little kick in there because that's what the referees are looking for. And it's those little things that get you in trouble, and then it leads to things that are worse on later in the game.
Not something you want to be sitting on a yellow card, 8 minutes in. Powder's going to be whistled for the foul. Limone goes down under the challenge, and it'll be a free kick here coming for Rio Grande Valley. Quickly taken. Chang applies the pressure. Takes a deflection, and it'll be a Rio Grande Valley throw-in. Samuels out of the University of Maryland. 9 goals this season, 1 assist to his name here in his rookie season. Salazar tracks back. Cabrera. Monarchs doing a good job getting the ball out of pressure there and alleviating it out wide to Portillo. Portillo all the way to the far side to Hasso. The Monarchs are going to settle in here. Powder settles. You can hear from the bench, make him go backwards. One of those things you can see the mindset here of Rio Grande Valley.
And RGV, they're doing the right thing. They're sitting in their blocks right now. They have 2 blocks of 4 and a block of 2, and that's extremely hard to break down. So what you want to do is you do want to push the Monarchs backwards.
Chang out wide to Cashier. Cashier has Powder on the side of him. Cashier takes a shot, never got around it. You could see the idea there, though, what he was trying to pick out that far post. And you like where Noah Powder was on that. He wasn't seen. It was a giveaway and an opportunity for the Monarchs. See if they can capitalize on this.
Once again, the Monarchs are going backwards. They started up 30 yards from the goal they want to score, and now they're 70 yards from the goal they want to score. That's what RGV wants. They want to push these guys backwards.
Cashier settles. Samuel does a good job. Samuels, excuse me, to defend him, and he'll win the throw-in.
When the Monarchs win the ball, they have to find those passing lanes forward, and they have to punish RGV when they give the ball away in their defensive third. Otherwise, they're going to keep going backwards, and they have to start 60 or 70 yards from their own goal every time landed.
It's one of those things, those diagonal balls, long balls, have to be on point and settled well, because if you're able to settle and run at the defense, that's when opportunities are going to be created.
And that's where you get them off balance. You want those one-on-ones on the opposite side of the field. Can Monarchs take advantage of that when they have those opportunities?
Salazar plays a big switch. Overlapping runners over there on the far side. Hasso on the defense, and it was a ball played too far out in front there for RGV, and it'll be a goal kick for the Monarchs. Plua, Ryden's tying his shoe there. Back into play. Header battled for by both teams. Cashier goes down. He'll get the ball back. He'll open up his hips. Plays a big switch. A nice, beautiful ball there to Hurd. Hurd takes a couple touches to settle. Chang wins it away from the defense. Chang inside the 18. Chang finds Martinez. Back to Cashier. Cashier, a big stick, but deflected. Hurd looking into Martinez, headed away. Still not completely cleared for RGV. Powder back to Chang. Chang could serve a nice ball in, whipped in, and not quite the service that the Monarchs needed.
And that's what I'm talking about right there. When Chang wins that ball in the RGV defensive third, he has to go forward with that first touch. The Monarchs get a great chance there, but that only comes about if they go forward with that first opportunity instead of going backwards.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, visit selectsportamerica.com. selectsportamerica.com. Ryden to Cashier on the touchline. He'll play it back to Ryden. Rio Grande Valley, we're going to continue to harp on this, but impeccable defense so far. Really just keeping their lines.
Being extremely patient and sitting inside
Martinez
their line. Inside
the box. Martinez, opportunity on goal! And he finds the back of the net! Monarchs take the lead in the 14th minute of play.
And none other but Douglas Martinez landed. The man we talked about in pregame that get this team going. And we talked about when you need to unlock a team that's sitting back like this, it's that big switch in behind the defense. And that time they were able to find Douglas Martinez, who takes a great touch, finds himself one-on-one, and just a nice little flick over top of Nelson.
You'll get a replay look. Beautiful ball there from Avila. Settled beautifully there by Martinez and finds the back of the net. Avila, 2 assists on the season. Douglas Martinez will move to 4 goals on the season now.
And both of Avila's assists have been to Martinez. Last home game here, Avila played in a great ball in behind the defense, and none other. Douglas Martinez on the end of it. It's a good connection right now they have going.
And you wondered if Avila was going to kind of find his footing. It took up maybe a first few games. He looked winded after many games. Now he kind of looks settled in and really looks like a player that he was. Obviously an injury in that mix as well, but very effective for this Monarch side, sitting in that defensive mid position. Cashier, he'll win the throw-in.
But once again, the Monarchs find themselves in a very familiar position where they had the lead early on in the home game. Are they able to keep this lead? Can they batten down the hatches, not give up anything, and close this game out tonight? The last few games where they've gotten an early lead landed, things have not gone so well for them the rest of the game.
And David, one of the things that will change now here, RGV now has to shift the way they're playing defense. They really can't sit in how they were to start the game. They're going to have to open up a little bit if they want to find themselves.
They're going to have to eventually start coming out of their banks of 4 with a lead against them. And this is what the Monarchs want to do. They wanted to score early to force RGV to step out. Now those passing lanes will open up for the Monarchs.
Hurd going to be whistled for the foul. Tough challenge there. And a good call. 16th minute of play. 1-0 Monarchs, courtesy of a Martinez goal in the 14th. Donovan wearing the captain's armband for Rio Grande Valley. Portillo does a good job to win that one away. Plays it back to Ryden, wearing the captain's armband for the Monarchs tonight.
If you're RGV though, Landon, stick with your game plan. It's 15 minutes into the game. Stay in your 2 banks and let the Monarchs come to you and try to pick them off on a counter. The Monarchs are prone to giving up bad balls in the back. Can they pounce on one of those mistakes and make the Monarchs pay?
While coming forward, Plua picks up his head and he'll play it back to Putna. Putna hesitates for a second, looking like he was going to go forward, trying to find Martinez, but he'll elect to play it to Ryden. Ryden kind of a bullet towards Cashier, and Cashier decided, I'm not going to head that one. We'll go back to the keeper.
Don't stop, Master, don't stop.
Donovan. Trying to find Limoni. Cashier, slow ball there, trying to find Powder. Someone's going to have to get back here on this near side. Avila runs through a wall to break that one up. Martinez will go at the defense on the far side. Goes near the corner, tries for the Meg. Almost had it there momentarily. Will be out for a throw-in. Hasso, just on the edge of the area. Bad giveaway there. He tries to get back. Portillo's able to keep it in for the Monarchs. Hurd plays it in the box, looking back post, and over the head of Cashier.
Hasso's got to learn this isn't the academy anymore. When you take those 1-2 touches forward, they're going to collapse on you a little bit faster, and you're not going to have the time to play the ball. So he's got to get that ball off his foot a little bit quicker and then get himself back into his back 4.
And one of those things you would expect from him is to take that quick touch, and passing has to be on point, especially in the attacking third.
I love that the young kid, he wants to go forward. I absolutely love that, but it's got to be just a little bit quicker, Landon. You can't take 2 and 3 touches because that's when the defense collapses on you.
Only his 3rd game here for this Monarch side. I'm imagining there will be many more to come for him here at Zions Bank Stadium and for this Monarch side. You can hear a lot of the field mic picking up Martin Vasquez in his 1st season for this Real Monarch side. A coach that has a very high pedigree, though, having coached all over the world.
Hey, we got to start making runs behind.
Could have been maybe called for a handball. It'll be out for an RGV throw-in. Quickly taken. Avila's going to get called for the foul, man.
Avila, he's finding himself here. He's starting to tread on dangerous territory. That's 1, 2, 3 fouls. He's starting to pick up, Landon. He's got to be careful. We're only 20 minutes into this game. He can't pick up an early yellow card because that's going to throw his game off for the rest of the match.
Definitely something he needs to be weary of. Free kick coming. Isidro Martinez. 3 assists on the season will stand over this one. One-man wall, whipped in, way back post, bending, still in the air, and collected by Putna. Putna tried to go quickly there for a second to Hurd. So there's possibly an opportunity for the Monarchs to go forward. Cashier. Masta now having played 100 games in the USL Championship. Switchbacks, Montreal and the Real Monarchs now.
And despite not getting many matches this season, he's one of those guys, he has a ton of experience. So they're not going to skip a beat by having him in the lineup tonight.
Hurd settles it in. He'll go at the defense, goes toward the touchline, tries to cut it back, but he'll win the corner kick, the second of the match for the Monarchs. Center referee having a conversation with Castellanos. As Portillo's going to trot over to take the corner kick here in the 21st minute of play.
Portillo, the man from last year who had quite a few assists off corner kicks, finds himself in a very familiar position. Can he make the most of it?
Keep an eye on Plua and Ryden. Near post run, Martinez, header, and in! It's a goal! Monarchs gonna take the 2-0 victory here, or excuse me, the 2-0 jump at a conclusion. 2-0 lead here in the 21st minute of play.
Not sure if Portillo gets credit for that assist, Landon, but Josh Hurd puts himself in a great spot. Ball comes to his feet, he's ready. Little toe poke finish, that's all it takes sometimes, and he gets himself on the scoreboard. Now, the Monarchs, they find themselves in a familiar position as they did in the last few weeks, Landon. As you can tell here, little toe poke from Josh Hurd, but Monarchs, 2 goals early on. Can they hold this lead for the rest of the game? Can they be professionals out there tonight and finish this game out? It's not a 20-minute game, it's a 90-minute game.
It's one of those times where a hockey assist should apply in that situation, giving Portillo and Martinez the assist. I'd imagine Martinez goes down. We'll wait for official word on that assist. But the Monarchs take a 2-0 lead. Contrary to me jumping to conclusions saying a victory in 20 minutes. But that's to your point. 90 minutes of soccer will be played here. Martinez finds Portillo. Portillo, the big switch. Hasso settles. To Hurd, he gets around into in, and a goal! Michael Chang! '23rd minute goal, and the goals are raining down here at Zions Bank Stadium this evening.
The young guy, Hasso, takes a great touch forward. He takes that attacking touch, finds Josh Hurd on the wing, who works a little bit of magic, and he finds Chang at the top of the box. A silky finish to that near post for Michael Chang, and he finds himself with his 6th goal of the season. Now, RGV, they got to start stepping out of those lines, Landon, and putting a little bit more pressure on the Monarchs.
I might be wrong, but we'll have to check this in the statistics. That might be the 3 fastest goals scored for the Monarchs in their history. Avila, the top of the 18. Cashier's out wide if he can find him. Gets it out wide to Cashier. He's inside the 18. Monarchs smell blood in the water. Can they find a 4th? Chang, shot! Saved by Nelson, and the Monarchs are flying high right now and putting a lot of pressure on this RGV side.
Critical moments in the game, Landon, are the first 5 minutes after a goal is given up, and the Monarchs have made the most of that. RGV, they had a mental letdown after that goal, and they've been punished for that. Monarchs, 2 quick goals here.
Avila He'll win it across the midfield stripe for the Monarchs. Portillo to Hurd. Inside to Martinez, and the ball was just a touch, maybe a hair out in front of him. Collected by RGV's keeper.
Can RGV collect themselves here and be composed? They started the game out really well defensively. They've been exposed a little bit. Now they have to start stepping out of those lines, and can they make something happen when they do that?
Be a corner kick here, or excuse me, a free kick. Cedro Martinez will trot out.
If you're RGV, though, you have to know the Monarchs have been in these positions before. They should know that they can come back here because previous teams have done it here at Zions Bank. The Monarchs, they have to shut that down, but RGV has to have that confidence in themselves.
One-man wall. Martinez puts it in back post over everybody's head. Kept in by Castellanos. Center back. Inside the box, but a bad giveaway. Chang picks up his head, trying to find someone to outlet. Cashier. The ball's gonna open up here. Hurd, Portillo. Out wide to Martinez. Hurd's in front of him. Rio Grande Valley did a good job to quickly get back as it looked like there was an opportunity for the Monarchs. There's no dogging it in a game like this.
And is that a reference? Is that a reference to pups on the pitch tonight, Landon?
It had to be. Can't be chopped liver or puppy chow.
I hear that we're gonna have a special guest at halftime tonight.
This one might not speak. Well, we'll have to see. 3-0 here, Monarchs with the lead. 26 minutes in. Rio Grande Valley trying to figure out their offense. Any attack so far has really been stifled by this defense of the Monarchs. Cashiers tries to win it. It'll be a throw-in for Samuels. Sun has finally set here at Zions Bank Stadium over the Ochre Mountains in the west. Now we've got a beautiful evening on our hands. So that one's gonna go out for a goal kick.
If RGV is going to want to get back into this game, Landon, they can't give balls like that away. They do a great job of keeping possession and getting themselves into the attacking third, and then they hit a ball for a switch, and it goes out of bounds aimlessly. They have to keep control of the ball. They have to take control of this game and start to wear the Monarchs down a little bit if they want to get themselves back into this match.
Tune into ESPN 3 on June 18th at 8:30 Mountain Time for a special Tuesday edition of Wednesday Night Soccer as Phoenix Rising FC meets Reno 1868 Nevada for a meeting between two of the best in the West. It's the week's best match on Wednesday night on a Tuesday, June 18th at 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time on ESPN 3. Goal kick's high. Martinez pushed down by Donovan. It'll be a free kick for the Monarchs. Avila's gonna stand over the free kick for the Monarchs. Cashier was looking for things. Not sure what's going on there. Little confusion waiting on the whistle. Avila, he'll stand over the free kick. Quickly to Portillo. The Monarchs will open up the pitch. Ryden going forward. Chang defended nicely by Donovan. Donovan wins it away. Hernandez. Avila's having himself a game tonight. Ball in the midfield to Cashier. Simple combination from this Monarch side so far. Chang Bad ball there. He's able to win it back. Chang just outside the area. Monarchs will elect to go backwards.
That's what you want to see from your number 10, though. Michael Chang, he gives a bad pass, immediately pressures to try to win the ball back, Landon, and he does, and the Monarchs continue their attack. But he is setting that tone for the rest of the Monarchs team tonight where, hey, he gives the ball away, immediately he puts that pressure on, he's like, hey, my mistake, I'm going to go win the ball back, and that just sets the tone for the rest of these guys.
40% of the possession coming in Rio Grande Valley's half. There'll be another corner kick for the Monarchs. Third of the match. 30th minute of play. Portillo will stand over this one. The last one resulted in a goal by Josh Hurd. Ryden rises up and unable to put it in the back of the net, but an incredible opportunity missed there for the Monarchs.
That was a connection that was so successful last year. As you see, Ryden loses his man, and Portillo plays a great ball. Ryden does what he is supposed to by heading the ball down, heads it down a little too much in front of the goal line, and the ball hits the ground and goes over. You never want to see that as a center back when you work so hard to try to get a goal in a corner.
And David, it's one of those things on a turf pitch, the bounce is going to be extra high sometimes, and that one bounced really high. He wins that header. Martinez, Isidro Martinez, he's down on the pitch. It'll be a free kick coming. 13 games, this is his 14th match tonight. 1 goal, 3 assists for him. Former collegiate player at Texas Rio Grande Valley. 70 games there, 9 goals, 13 assists during his college career. Ball's too forward from Donovan. Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight for this Saturday night game in June. Not too many of those. As Rio Grande Valley just looks disconnected in the attack. Hasso. Ooh, there's the puppies at the pitch. We just hope to not see any running across the pitch.
Hey, with the way this game's going tonight, every home game's going to be pups to the pitch from now on.
I know in Phoenix, their big thing is dollar beer night. Maybe pups at the pitch will become a more frequent thing. Tickets came with a ticket for you and the dog.
And you also got a free water dish for the dog as well with the Monarchs logo on it.
Cashier, he'll run at the defense. He's inside the box, trying to cut it back, finds Chang. Chang! Shot, and the ball was bouncing and just just unable to get his hips around to square that on goal.
Cashier does a great job at attacking that right back for RGV, makes him commit, plays the ball back to Chang. Chang has to do better at that. He's going to be extremely disappointed in himself because, as everybody knows here, he should be putting that in the back of the net.
Rio Grande Valley already with the sub up. See if we can get his number. Gerson Echeverry maybe already trying to look to make some adjustment to this game, something he does not like so far,
well, obviously,
being down 3-0.
They're lacking something in there right now, Landon. Whatever it is, we don't know, but he's looking to make that change, to try to just inject some type of energy, something into this game for RGV, because right now, whatever they're doing, it is not working.
As Salazar's down. Athletic trainer will head on the pitch. Salazar's holding his head, so that's going to be one of those situations where he has to exit the field. There's some innovative stuff going on in the USL Championship in League One, talking about that additional sub for head injuries and something that probably needs to change in the name of the game, because there are many coaches that will not give up a sub, and players go back on concussed many times.
And that's the great thing about the USL, is that it can be innovative in the fact that they can try new things. That they were the first ones to use VAR in North America. if they can try out this new sub, hopefully it prevents a lot of head injuries going forward, because a lot of players, they want to go back in the game so that their team doesn't have to use a sub, and they put themselves in a more dangerous position by doing that. So by adding that new sub, can the USL prevent further head injuries?
That's one of those things guys like Taylor Twellman just often preach, just all the time. But it's something that needs to change, like we've talked about. Avila settles it to Cashier. Avila was applying pressure there. Ooh, Hurd. The Monarchs really are just applying that high, tight pressure at the midfield stripe, not afraid to have an attacking player run fast at one of the defenders from Rio Grande Valley.
But after the last 2 games, this is the reaction you want to see from the Monarchs. You want to see them putting pressure on the ball, pressing guys all over the field, trying to win that ball back and create the counterattack. That was lacking a little bit in the last few games, Landon. But the Monarchs, they have showed up tonight, and they're showing, hey, we want to play, we want to win this game.
Ball out wide for Samuels. Samuels inside the box. Hasso there to usher it across the end line smartly. As lurking on that back post was Chuy Enriquez. 12 games, 3 goals on the season, as he was right there waiting for that one to fall to his feet. Corner kick coming. First one officially for Rio Grande Valley. Played in, Ryden rises high. Kept in, shot, and had some pace behind it, just not on target.
Great strike there from Lemoyne. And the fact that, hey, ball comes out to the top of the 18, finds himself alone. You have to get that on goal, Landon, and you have to test Putin a little bit. He hasn't been tested that much yet tonight. You have to get that shot on goal to prove that, hey, he's ready and he's focused into this game.
Martinez inside the box. Martinez tries to cut it back to Chang. Hits it slightly with not enough pace. And it gets cleared away. There's a combination going up front from this Monarchs attacking trio.
I think as a forward here, Martinez, he has to be a little bit more selfish. You're the man. You're the 9. You're the scorer. Don't lay that off. Take a shot. Put it on goal. Hey, maybe it goes in, maybe it doesn't. But now the defense for RGV, they're going to be thinking next time he has that ball in that situation, he's shooting.
Chang. He'll get it from Cashier. Back to Cashier. Powder. The ball is moving very effectively here at Zions Bank Stadium tonight. To wonder if the likes of a Portillo, who was really integral in this Monarch side last season in helping that ball move in the midfield.
I think by having Portillo in there, it gives Avila a little bit more confidence to be himself in there. Now he can play a little bit because he knows Portillo's there to have his back. And we're seeing probably Avila's best performance of the year so far. Is that because Portillo is playing next to him?
Portillo tries to find Hurd. You know, this is a great time to have one of your best performances. If you're a Monarchs player, you have to be thinking, is there an opportunity to play for Real Salt Lake in the U.S. Open Cup?
Not only is this an opportunity to play for the first team, but it also proves to Martin, hey, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to get this team out of the funk that they're in right now. And will Martin go with these guys going forward after this performance?
Cashier out wide to Hurd. Hurd's just on the edge of the area, trying to find Cashier. Cashier takes a swing at it. It might stay in as Martinez goes sliding in the corner, trying to keep it in. Not maybe the best thing on turf, but you can see the effort there. So we're going to see a substitution made here early. Coronado is going to come on for Mena. Name we didn't call a whole ton, but a substitution and maybe going to 3 in the back. Nope, I'm going to stay with that 4. But a place that the Monarchs were attacking heavily from that left side of the defense from Rio Grande Valley. Plua, Nice ball there to Cashier, settled nicely. Or excuse me, touched nicely over to Powder. Played all the way back. Ryden.
Go ahead.
Into Portillo. Portillo will open it up. Plays it wide to Hasso. 39th minute. 3-0 Monarchs. Coronado will get his first touch, and he'll go down under the challenge of Hurd. There'll be a foul called. Fans follow the Real Monarchs and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home of the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. You can sign up today at espnplus.com. That's $5 you can spend if you want to watch some soccer. You can hear that challenge coming from Powder. Limone goes down. You're gonna get a warning here to Noah Powder.
Now, I am never advocating for somebody to get hurt in a game, Landon, but I like this from Noah Powder. He's letting RGV know, hey, you know, we're up 3-0, but we're gonna keep playing tonight. This is not gonna, we're not taking our foot off the gas pedal, and just letting them know, hey, it's still gonna be a long night for you.
Samuels takes it, won by Hasso. Nice fancy footwork there from Cashier, trying to find a teammate. Hasso's gonna track back. Misstep, but he's able to win it. Plua takes a nice touch. Chang's gonna be in a foot race. He slows up. As Donovan's gonna keep rushing forward, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Monarchs with 10 total shots, 5 on goal, and 3 goals. Rio Grande Valley, 2 shots, neither were on goal officially. Challenge inside the box, and it'll be a corner kick. As Chuy Enriquez will win the corner for Rio Grande Valley.
Can RGV claw one back here before the half? They have a great opportunity here to go into the halftime with the momentum. If they can just get a goal here.
Ryden heads it away. Chang applies pressure. Samuels out wide. Monarchs gonna push to get back, and a shot there up and over the crossbar. Not a bad looking shot from Cabrera, just unable to keep it down. So getting word back from Connor McKenna, our stats guru, that the fastest 3 goals was scored in a 7-minute period for the Monarchs. Tonight was 9 minutes, but still pretty dang impressive. 7-minute stretch came in 2018 against the Galaxy 2. Goals were scored in the 33rd, 36th, and 40th minute of play. Tonight it was the 13th, 20th, and 22nd. Ryden into Chang. Chang taken out in the midfield.
That's the pass right there that's going to unlock RGV when they're sitting in those 2 banks. Can Kalen Ryden hit the pass back, counter towards the pressure, and find Chang, who can then unlock the pressure and find the guy on the opposite side of the field in a one-on-one situation, which is what the Monarchs want right now.
Looks like Rio Grande Valley making a slight adjustment. Salazar is going to come a little wider, and Cabrera is going to sit a little higher. Salazar able to win it. Salazar in Cabrera, and Cabrera was off, sitting behind the back line of the Monarchs. Salazar just really hasn't been able to insert himself in this game through 44 minutes.
Well, he's going up against two center backs that are big and strong, just like him, and it's been really hard for him to get himself really going into this game because right now, Ryden and Plu are doing a great job of imposing their will upon him and not allowing him to find the ball at his feet or find himself in space behind the defense.
Martinez able to win the ball. Hurd was trying to get there. Rio Grande Valley able to keep possession though. Castellanos. Inside to Hernandez. Ball's gonna find Chewy. Cabrera. Good tackle there by Hasso. The Monarchs will win the ball back. A lot of composure from this Monarch side. I don't think we've seen them pass like this in all of 2019.
We haven't seen them pass this crisply and this quickly. That's what's breaking RGV down right now, is that they're moving the ball quickly and spreading RGV out. We've seen the Monarchs move the ball, but it's never been this quick, Landon. When you move the ball this quick, it opens up those passing lanes, and that's what's happening right now to RGV, is that they're getting exposed because the Monarchs are moving the ball very well and very quickly.
Plua. Putna plays it forward to Cashier. Ball's over his head as Cashier checks forward. Stoppage time will be officially announced. Maybe 10 seconds early. But better early than late, right? 1 minute of stoppage time announced here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs lead with the 3-0 lead so far. Throw in quickly. Salazar. Samuels. Hernandez. Long touch there. As Powder saw that coming on and was able to ping it off Hernandez. Powder back to Putna. Ryden's gonna take the pitching wedge. Man, could not think of the word for that. Lay it forward. Cashier's gonna go. Oh, trying to find Chang. Unable to get there as Portillo's able to slow down the counter there. Quickly played. Chewy. Settles, defended by Hasso. He'll cut inside, trying to look for help. Plays it up and over everybody's head. Maybe looking for the run of Samuels. As that's 45 minutes of soccer, plus a minute of stoppage time, and the Monarchs are gonna take a 3-0 lead to the locker room, and what was a very effective 3 minutes for this Monarchs, or excuse me, first half for this Monarch side.
And this is the reaction that you wanted to see from the Monarchs, Landon. They did not have very good performances the last two games. Martin Vasquez switches the lineup up a little bit, and he gets a good response from his guys. But they found themselves in this position before. Can they keep their foot on the pedal, and can they close this game out and put in a professional performance?
And something they're going to have to do is keep their foot on the pedal. We've seen it happen at times where this Monarch side really has come out into the second half and kind of lackadaisically come into the flow of the game. Tonight, they've got the advantage of 3 goals. They have to keep going.
Yeah, they've let down a little bit, and they can't do that tonight. They have to keep their foot on the pedal, or, you know, we're going to see kind of what we've seen before. We're going to see the same old Monarchs. But as we go into the heat of the summer here, into the meat of this schedule that they have to start putting performances together, not half at a time, full 90 minutes at a time.
Let's take our halftime break. Enjoy the goals from the first half as we head out to break.
All right, guys, let's hear you guys. Get ready.
I'm trying to make something up here.
Half these don't even apply to, like, I'm saying them and they're funny.
Yeah, my favorite movie is
Nah, okay, I forgot.
I'm originally from Poland.
Sorry.
Jalisco, Mexico, Real head coach.
Follow stadium person, no.
Nombre es Ricardo Ávila.
A country I'd like to visit is Hawaii. Is that not a country? Hawaii's not a country, is it? It's classed as a state.
This is my jam. Let's do it.
Is there a prize at the end of this?
Oof, that's good. I'm gonna kill this one. That's it.
Oh my gosh, what's his name? Godzilla. Oh no, it's Jurassic Park.
Master.
You should have seen that one.
I'm not gonna get anything.
Disney princess. All right, I'm from Orlando. I got this. This is easy money.
I just went to Disneyland. Let's do it. The girl from the sea, I forgot her name. Oh my goodness. I'm blanking. Next.
Family Matters. The Sopranos. Gosh.
What was that one? Mean Girls. Yeah, Bad Girls.
From Orlando. What do you mean? I went to Disney every weekend.
Just made up a name there at the end.
Favorite players. I don't even know. Next. Sorry about that. Boom. One take.
America First Credit Union, ensuring the financial health of local families and businesses for 80 years. Tonight's match is presented by Steward Healthcare. Steward, world-class healthcare where you live. Visit steward.org. Mountain America, start preparing for your future today with Picture Perfect savings accounts from Mountain America. They offer term deposits, youth accounts, retirement savings, and more. Visit macu.com. For banking that always puts the best team on the pitch, Zions Bank is for you.
Okay, people, it's Ford Truck Month. And you know what that means. The best deals on America's best-selling trucks for 42 years straight. And with over 28 million sold, isn't it time you joined the stampede?
Now get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 72 financing plus $1,000 trade assist cash, or get over $13,000 in total savings.
Welcome into the beautiful Zions Bank Stadium here in Harriman City. Brody inside the 18. Brody shot and a goal! Andrew Brody.
Blake takes the shot and he hammered it home. Lacroix! Now it's Musa! Oh, what a hit! Ryan Brown. Brown! Oh, that is electric from Phoenix on the break! Shot! Push wide! Defensive juggernaut for both of these squads. Here we go again. Steinberger on the turn. It's going to fall through. Allen! Just like that, it's 3-3. Alex Bassetti making a darting run. It finds its way all the way to Bassetti. Lays it off. Still an opportunity. Brown! Taylor again. The menacing attack. Taylor lets it go. And there's the opener for North Carolina FC.
Frankie comes inside on Watson. Acres of space here for the left wing back. Forbes now pinching in space to shoot. He drives it and beats far.
Toast versus Van Oekel. Will this seal a spot? The fourth round. Number 4 delivers. 90th minute, Louisville leads at home again.
Into the 6-yard area, and it's Cicerone who wins in the air and restores St. Louis FC's 2-goal advantage.
So here comes Wynn. Is this onside? It is. A chance for Nashville to equalize, and they do! Carlton Belmar. Charleston into this round with 2 goals. And now, he sends them into the 4th round. Charleston with the upset. Gonna tie his shoe while action goes on around him. Oh, good chance here for Lebo. Up against the top scorer. Frater puts it in. New Mexico United in front. That's kept in play. Skundritz the initial effort. Another cross. Headed in. Winner Bonoma at the dance.
Monarchs with the 3-0 lead here at the half. Zions Bank Stadium here on Pups at the Pitch Nights, as we're joined by one of Wasatch Legion's finest, the supporter group here at Real Monarchs, Princess Leia.
Wasatch Legion better be careful because Princess Leia might come home with me. My wife's been asking for a dog for a little while, so Wasatch Legion, if she disappears, you know where to find her.
She's a shedder, though, but I'm sure she's having fun. It's kind of chilly out there and not much meat on the bones for Princess Leia. She's just a pretty dog that's trying to stay warm now.
That's right, she is. As you can tell, she's a little cold right now, but she's doing great. She's never been with me before, and a lot of girls shake the first time.
Well, let's check out the USL Team of the Week for this week and the Player of the Week. Here, as you can see, that Chris Tierpak, former San Antonio player, is the Player of the Week and had a phenomenal week, and a few other faces that many might recognize. Brown from Reno, that we've seen many times here. Jerome, who we'll see next week in 2 weeks against this Monarch side, but a very quality side. No players from this Monarch side in there because they didn't play, but an opportunity after tonight's performance. I'm sure we'll see somebody in that team. Let's check out the scores around the league tonight, as that's a beautiful shot there of the Ochre Mountain LDS Temple. Out just north and west of here. Scoreboard 3-2. San Antonio gets the victory. Sacramento Republic 1-0 over New Mexico so far, and they're playing well, that New Mexico side, so that's kind of a shocking result. El Paso with the 1-0 lead so far. Fresno up 1-0 and scoreless against Vegas and Orange County. As that's the scores around the league. Both sides are out on the field and almost ready to go. We'll see if there's some substitutions made from either side. Doesn't look like the Monarchs are going to make a substitution yet. Their substitutes are still warming up. And Rio Grande Valley seems to be holding all 11 that came off the pitch out there as well. Salazar was getting some final instruction from the coaching staff. Looked like from Carlos Ortiz, the goalkeeper coach. Played for Real Salt Lake in 2009. One of those interesting connections. David's still enjoying his dog time as Princess Leia heads out of the booth. She probably could have been here on Pups of the Pitch Night and Star Wars. May the 4th be with you.
I don't know why we couldn't get a headset on her.
Monarch's going to make a quick substitution here. As Hasso, his night will be done, and Pierre Galante, Pierre will come on for Steve Hasso.
Pierre, the young man out of the academy, he's going to shift over. He's going to play left back, while Noah Powder's going to shift over to the right and allow the youngster to use his natural left foot.
It's one of those benefits when you have a left-footed player. He's making some some changes of socks. Our center referee might kick things off with only 10 players on the pitch.
The young buck's going to learn, hey, when you're called upon, you got to be ready to go in. You got to have your socks on. You got to have your shin guards on. Cleats got to be tied. There is no time to wait, because I've seen it before where players have been called upon, Landon, and they're not ready to go with their shin guards or have their boots tied, and the coach has said, nope, you're not going in now. You weren't ready to play. So the young guy, he's going to learn from this. He's got to be ready to play at any moment.
One of the stories I always tell is when I was in college, we were playing the 3rd-ranked team in the country, and one of my teammates showed up without his cleats to the game. He got scratched from the 18. Portillo. We're underway as Pierre takes a hop skip.
I know they talk about trying to get the new guy a touch right away, but I don't think Pierre was ready for either of those passes to start the second half.
He didn't want to touch either of those. Avila rises high. Challenge in the midfield. Ryden looked like he was fouled. Nothing called. Rio Grande Valley coming out on the attack.
Can we see a reaction from RGV in the second half, Landon? We talked about seeing a reaction from the Monarchs in the first half. We saw one. Now, can we see the same thing from RGV in the second half? Can they make this a game in the next 45 minutes?
Pierre's going to get his first touch as a throw-in. Coming from the far side. Chang rises high. Martinez is able to settle the second ball. Martinez still battling. It'll be a foul, and Martinez using his body and winning the foul for the Monarchs. Rio Grande Valley wins the header. Powder there. Salazar's got space. He's going to run at the defense. Salazar inside the 18. Salazar still with it at his feet. And a good winning challenge there from Ryden as he's able to slide in and poke that away from Salazar.
And that's what you want to see from your weak side center back. You want to see him helping out Conrad Pluter. Conrad Pluter does a great job of holding up Salazar. He just gets by him just enough, but Ryden is there to help him out and put in a last-ditch tackle. That's what you always want to see from your fellow center back.
Yellow card shown to Powder. A lot of commotion coming from that Rio Grande Valley bench. Powder's going to check to see if he's all right.
We've seen the replay here. Powder, he comes in hard, but he comes in a little high over top of that ball. And every single time, that is going to be a yellow card, no matter what point in the game we are at.
And one of those things you do not want to be doing is coming with both feet in. He sees yellow here in the 48th minute. Free kick coming here from Rio Grande Valley. An opportunity to see if they can pull one back. It's directly off the 18 here near the touchline here on the near side. One-man wall in front of him. Josh Hurd will stand over it. Or excuse me, stand in the wall. Oh, getting that one out. Martinez. He's going to look to play this one in. Line held for the Monarchs on the 6. Ball played in, headed away by Chang, but momentarily, and a shot wide from Rio Grande Valley.
Lamone finds himself at the top of the box again, Landon, but he is not able to get that shot on target and test Putna. Eventually, he's going to keep finding himself there. He's got to get that shot on target just to make sure Putna is paying attention into this game.
Monarchs starting a little shaky. Shot, an opportunity, and wide from RGV. One of the things that we talked about, though, is this Monarch side had to come out right in the second half. And so far, through 4 minutes, it's kind of shaky.
As you can tell here, the Monarchs, they push everybody up and they say, hey, let's not play in our half. Let's put the ball into the RGV half and play up there.
Chewy gets it out wide to Salazar. Salazar, heavy touch. And Avila there to usher it across the end line, but it'll be a corner kick coming here from Rio Grande Valley.
Great tackle from Avila, but it's very dangerous. Anytime you go to ground in the box like that, you're putting the game in the referee's hand because it's in the box. Players are moving very fast. Anything can happen. Avila, he's got to be careful there going in for tackles like that.
Ball inside the box, still bouncing. Cleared away by Martinez. Held in by Coronado. Played back stick, headed in, and Portillo there to make sure it comes off his chest, nothing else. But it'll be another corner kick for Rio Grande Valley, their second in as many minutes.
This is the reaction that you wanted to see from RGV in the first 5 minutes of this half. The Monarchs, they've let down a little bit. They're letting RGV slowly claw their way back into this game. They got to shut that door on them.
Corner kick coming. Inside the box, headed away. Mimone tries to go at Chang. So it looks like it might have taken a deflection, but it'll be a goal kick for the Monarchs. Monarchs with 87% pass accuracy so far in the match. That exceeds their season average of 80%, which is very high. But like we talked about, we're very crisp in the first half. Avila gets it to Powder, wide to Hurd. Hurd's gonna try to use his wheels. Unable to keep it in. Coronado. Call goes for Rio Grande Valley. Not sure that that was the right call, looking from here, from our angle in the booth. Nonetheless, throwing for RGV. Donovan plays it wide to Samuels. Samuels, nice big switch there to Chewy. Chewy settles, tries to go at Powder. Powder defends him nicely. Nelson plays it forward. Delantes wins the header, but it looks like it was an offside. Flag up on the far side. Ryden. Both teams in similar situations in the regular season standings. Rio Grande Valley, 4 wins, 5 losses, and 4 draws. As Hurd's gonna be called for the foul, kind of a silly foul there in the midfield.
Can RGV, can they keep the momentum going that they have right now, Landon? They're doing a great job. They're moving, as you can tell, they're moving the ball quicker in this half, and that's what they were lacking a little bit in the first half. The Monarchs, they've they've slacked off a little bit. They've taken that foot off the pedal. Can they regain possession of the ball, move the ball quicker, and break down RGV?
David, this is one of those questions. Do you make a substitution? Do you make an adjustment to see if you can get some life back in this side?
You have to make an adjustment eventually, but I don't think you make one yet. It's still a little too early in the second half. You let the guys out there, you let them try to figure it out for right now. If it doesn't work, then around the 65th minute landing, that's when you make the sub, because there's still 30 minutes left for whoever comes in for them to make a difference.
Portillo will open it up to Avila. Back to Ryden. Ryden's going to play it all the way back. Putna's going to make sure he gets it off his foot quickly, as he was caught in an awkward situation last week. Coronado unable to deal with it, and it'll go out for a Monarchs throw-in just in front of their bench. Martinez. Powder inside the box, good give and go, tries to get around Donovan and almost able to do so. But man alive, that combination play was beautiful.
Great work from the Monarchs, but the problem is when you find Martinez that wide in the field, Landon, when you get other guys in behind, there's no one in the box now because Martinez has shifted out wide and no one has taken his place. So now Noah Powder finds himself in space, but no one to play it to in front of the goal.
Corner kick coming for the Monarchs. First of the second half. Portillo will take it. Portillo plays it inside the box, falls to Martinez, and he tries the half volley. Chang gets a little shove from behind, able to keep it in and plays it forward, but it'll go out for a goal kick. She gets a nice military presence flying just west of the stadium. Plua rises nicely to win the header. Back to Putna. Putna plays it long and forward, trying to find Cashier. Cashier was sucked in, though, and it was played out wide. So now the mics are picking up some of those helicopters flying over. Out with a few different military installations here in the state, including about an hour North Hill Air Force Base. Good win there by Hurd. Hurd's going to have an opportunity to go forward. He'll go at Coronado. Coronado chasing back, ball played inside the box, and Hurd knew once he let that one go, it was going to be too close to the keeper.
He's trying to find that space in between the back line of RGV and their goalie, but that time the ball just gets a little too close to the goalie. Josh Hurd, he expects better of himself, so he's going to be a little disappointed when he goes back and he watches the replay of that, because Douglas Martinez, he had the center backs of RGV beat.
Plua kicks it out. Jesus, he's going to go at Powder. He'll get it back inside the box. Putna, big chest there to keep it wide. Putna just made himself as big as possible and was able to push that one wide with his chest. Stomach.
And the future police officer stands tall. He's brave. He has the courage, and he takes it off the chest for a corner kick for RGV.
Corner kick quickly taken to the near post. It's going to be the fourth corner of the second half for RGV. Monarchs need to get back to what they were doing in about the 20th to 30th minute of play in the first half. Kind of a short corner. Coronado, he'll play it back. Lines cleared. Cleared away by Chang, not completely. Back stick. Plua rises high. He'll win the header. Still kept in by Rio Grande Valley. The Toros are trying to pull one back as they've got most of their team up inside the final third of the pitch. Ball played inside the box. Putna spills it momentarily, but they're able to pick it up. Chang's going to try to start the counterattack.
Putna, he's got to hold on to that ball a little bit more there, Landon. They've been under pressure for a couple minutes. He's playing the ball to Chang, who's 1-on-4. He's got to hold on. Use that experience that you've learned from Nick Raimondo. Hold on to the ball a little bit, let your guys catch a breath, and then play out.
It's one of those situations where maybe it's just a little tantalizing to go forward, but with one guy attacking three, odds aren't great, especially with a guy that's not going to win a ball in the air.
Especially it's 1v4. He doesn't really have much of a chance, Landon. Just give your defense a little break. They've been under pressure. Keep the ball, put your foot on it, and keep possession.
Castellanos. Portillo's going to defend Jesus. Coronado tries to play it forward. It's going to be kept in. Martinez, he'll get on the end of it. Martinez in, and Putna there, but it goes off of him as he's trying to collect in a tough situation there for Putna. He had to get that one right or it would have been a PK call.
Once again, RGV, they're knocking at Monarch's door. The Monarchs, there's no response right now, Landon.
Fifth quarter of this second half. Short again, Coronado's gonna get it. Coronado clips it in, back post, Salazar's there, and a goal! Michael Salazar pulls one back. You felt like they were knocking at the door, and the door has opened. 3-1 now here for the Monarchs, but Rio Grande Valley coming out in this second half, guns a-blazing.
And on the replay, you see here that first ball gets played backwards. It pulls the Monarchs defense. It moves them just a little bit, and it allows Salazar to find that seam. And then a great ball from Coronado, who finds him on the back post, and Salazar with a great finish. He's a goal scorer. You don't want to leave him open like that, Landon.
Passing has not been as crisp here as it was in the first half here in the 61st minute of play. Salazar now with 8 goals in 11 games here in 2019.
He is the one guy you have to keep an eye on in the box. He's big, he's strong, he's athletic, and he can finish. You have to know where he is, Landon.
You have to wonder what needs to change, what's going to change for Martin Vasquez in this Monarch side. They have to figure out how to respond.
There's plenty of guys warming up right now on that end line that can inject some energy into this game for the Monarchs, because that's what they are sorely lacking right now.
Donovan goes forward, finds Salazar. Coronado comes forward. Coronado, he takes a big check to the side. Stolen away. Martinez, no one with him. He'll slow things up. Martinez does a good job to put it out in front. Like getting pushed out by Coronado to win the throw-in because there was no one forward for the Monarchs to help attack.
When you're the lone man up top and you're driving forward, just drive as far as you can, Landon. Allow your team to get up the field. And Martinez does a great job as going as far as he can. And now look where they are. They're in the last 10 yards here of RGV.
Martinez is going to be shown yellow for his challenge. A little bit of frustration there. 62nd minute yellow shown to Douglas Martinez. Two Monarchs players sitting on yellows now. The 28th yellow card given to the Monarchs during this season. Rio Grande Valley, 20 yellow cards on the season, yet to see one.
Landon, as we look out at the field here, you're starting to see a little bit of energy from RGV. They're starting to gain confidence. The Monarchs allowed them here in the first 15 minutes of the second half to gain that confidence. It's like a snowball. As it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's what's happening with RGV's confidence. The Monarchs, somehow, some way, they have to shut that confidence down and get their momentum back.
Like you talked about, that was the one guy they did not want to give an opportunity to. Cashier, he's inside the box. Master Cashier, pushed away. Chang, rebound up over the bar.
And right there is a perfect example of one way to shut down the momentum of RGV. And the Monarchs, they gotta do better, Landon. Cashier finds himself in a great spot. Now, give all the credit in the world to Nelson. Makes a great one-handed save there on Cashier's shot, but Chang has to do a little bit better with that shot.
Would love to see that rebound go in for Chang as he was looking for the brace. Hurd's gonna go forward. Hurd's being dragged down from Enriquez, and he's gonna see yellow as he was riding his back the whole time. I mentioned it'll be the 21st yellow card shown to Rio Grande Valley here. As you get a second look at that one, he was just trying to pull him down that whole time.
But such a veteran move by Hurd to put himself between the defender and the ball, and he forces the defender to do that to him.
This game has ramped up energy-wise. Monarchs jumped out to that 3-0 lead. Now it's 3-1, and now we've seen 3 yellow cards shown here in the last little bit.
But this has really been the story of the Monarch season, Landon. In almost every game, they have found themselves up early on in the game, and they haven't been able to close them out. Right now, RGV, they're gaining that confidence, and they're finding themselves back into this game.
Cashier back to Ryden. Ryden's gonna play it all the way back. Get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for the Monarchs. Click follow to keep up with the latest news and scores and get reminders on the Monarchs' next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Throw incoming, Rio Grande Valley. Masta trying to apply some pressure in. They were trying to suck it here to the near side. Rio Grande Valley tries to outlet. They'll open it up with Samuels.
The composure right there from RGV is what they were lacking in the first half, Landon. The Monarchs were putting on a great press, but RGV had the composure to play themselves out of it in the first half. They were just knocking that ball long, and then the ball's coming right back at them. The second half, they have a little bit more composure on the ball, and they're playing a little bit, and you're starting to see them gaining confidence because of that.
Yellow card shown there to Pierre. I think that might be his first foul of the match. I don't know if I would have given it yellow, but this game has ramped up to that level where now yellow cards are being shown.
First foul, fifth foul, we're at that point in the game where if you're gonna put in a tackle like that, it's gonna be a yellow, Landon.
She'll get a replay look. Yep, actually that one foul yellow card worthy coming at that angle.
The young guys gotta realize if you come through like that, it's gonna be a yellow at this level.
Sometimes it takes that second look to be able to check that out and see what the center referee was seeing. Throwing for the Monarchs. Monarchs 14 shots, 6 on goal. Rio Grande Valley 8 shots now, 2 on goal. 5 of those 8 coming inside the box. Looks like Rio Grande Valley is going to make a substitution here shortly. You can hear some of the instruction. Gerson Echeverry. Martinez is being warned, told he needs to back up. This is when you just back up, get away, not worth a yellow card.
And especially
as he's already sitting on a yellow.
He's already got a yellow card. He has to be careful here because you get that second yellow. Now RGV has all of the momentum going into the last 25 minutes of this game.
It's one of those times maybe you see that coaching staff start to decide maybe he's the one you sacrifice off just to be careful. A foul called and a questionable foul. As Monarchs fans are giving it to center referee. It's Camilo Monroy. He's going to check into this match here shortly as you get a replay look at that. Lamoni is going to check out of the match. Coronado. Heavy touch there by Enriquez. You can hear Martin Vasquez saying, you have to be smart. Never bad advice. Ball's gonna be played high. Looks like it's will go out. Salazar's trying to make sure the Monarchs play quickly. Hurd. He'll go forward. It'll be a throw in for Rio Grande Valley. 69th minute of play. Monarchs still lead 3-1. Scored goals in the 14th, 21st, and 23rd minutes. Rio Grande Valley pulled one back in the second half. You can tell the pace that Rio Grande Valley's trying to bring here to this game now.
They're playing faster. They have a little bit of pep in their step. And that's what they needed in the first half, Landon, but they were lacking it. As you can see, this is a completely different team in this half, and you're starting to see the difference in the game now.
Really felt like they were composed, but almost to a fault. Like they were machine-wise, they were set up and they needed to do X, Y, and Z. And now they look like they're playing a little more free with a quicker pace.
They were very robotic in the first half in their defensive movements and their offensive movements. And now, as you see in the second half, it's a little bit more fluid. They're playing the beautiful game. They're fighting that 6, that 8, and they're playing out the other side. And the Monarchs aren't able to deal with it right now.
Monarchs are going to have to figure this out. They still have a lead, but a lead they've seen disappear here at Zions Bank Stadium.
Multiple times.
Throw incoming. Inside the box, Rio Grande Valley to Salazar, trying to get it back to Enriquez. Enriquez, some nice fancy footwork, clips it into the box, cleared away, but not completely by this Monarch side. Martinez might be running out of gas as he's trying to chase. Enriquez, he'll turn. He picks up his head, goes at Powder, goes down lightly, looking for the foul call. Martinez now kind of sitting all by himself up top.
He's sitting by himself, but he's got to be a little bit stronger there, Landon. That ball came into him. He's got to hold it up and let his team get out of the back a little bit.
Coronado in behind the defense, tries to play it in. Picked off by the Monarchs. Hurd to Powder.
This game is being played at a very frenetic pace right now, Landon. Somebody from the Monarchs, they got to take this game and they got to make it theirs. Put your foot on the ball. Settle things down for your team. Gain control again and say, hey, guys, we're all right. We're going to keep control of this game right now. Someone needs to step up and be that leader for the Monarchs.
Tough challenge there from Salazar as he takes down Avila. Avila did a good job to keep his body in front and make sure Salazar either had to go through him to win the ball. I'd like to thank all those of you tuning in tonight here on ESPN Plus. On a Saturday evening. Powder to Plua. Plua finds Chang. Chang, nice one touch there to Hurd. Hurd tries to find Martinez. Would have been a good ball forward, Martinez, but now you're showing me the hand motion. Slow things up a little bit. You don't have to go a million miles an hour.
And right there's a great chance for Josh Hurd. Hey, slow the game down, pick the ball up, act like you're going to take the throw. I don't want to take the throw. Put her back down, let Noah Powder come up and let him take the throw. Kill the momentum of this game a little bit. Be a professional. Yes, some people may say it's time wasting, but really it's gamesmanship.
Enriquez. Hurd there almost got caught with a foot stuck in. Enriquez lets it roll. Challenged by Powder and a foul called as Cabrera goes down under the challenge and a free kick coming in a good position here from Rio Grande Valley. Looks like RGV will make their final sub of the night. As Carlos Small will come on here momentarily. Sent in by Cabrera, headed away. Monarchs still trying to clear it. Heavy touch there from Cashier. He tried to settle it, and an opportunity was there to go forward. So we got the final substitution coming for Gerson Echeverri.
And with this substitution, Landon, you're going to see more of a 4-4-2 now from RGV. They're going to go for this game. They think they can get back in this game. They only need 2 more goals. They're putting very good forward in this game. They're going to go 2 up top, and they're going to cause havoc for this back four of the Monarchs.
Another Panamanian international, guy that played with Ricardo Avila. Good body there from Ryden, able to win it away. Good move. Portillo.
Great work from Justin Portillo, but it's too many touches, Landon. He's got to get that first ball, get his hips turned, and play out the other way. He went straight back into the pressure, and the Monarchs are still under pressure because he never broke it.
Putna plays it forward. Chang tries to rise with him. Chang was trying to chest it, I believe, to a teammate. It kind of came off awkwardly. Ball out wide for RGV. Pushed in the middle. Martinez. Cleared away by the Monarchs. But not completely. Monarchs under a lot of pressure here in the 75th minute. Rio Grande Valley trying to cut the goal lead to only 1. All inside the box, and Avila is going to push that one out wide. It'll be a throw-in. Tune in to ESPN3 on June 18th at 8:30 for a special Tuesday edition of Wednesday Night Soccer's Phoenix Rising FC meets Reno 1868 in Nevada for a meeting between 2 of the best in the West. It's the week's best match on Wednesday Night Soccer on a Tuesday night, June 18th, 8:30 p.m. on ESPN3. Portillo finds Chang out wide, powders to the right of him. Chang, no one in front of him. Chang inside the box still, finds Martinez. Martinez, goal! Douglas Martinez! And he now has a brace. Give credit to Michael Chang, and the assist goes to him.
We talked about Douglas Martinez in pregame and how he was the catalyst for this team, and he was the one that needed to get them going, and he has stepped up to the plate tonight, Landon, with 2 big goals. Now, a lot of credit goes to Chang there, but Douglas Martinez, not an easy finish, and he puts it away.
Chang, you could see he cut inside, and you weren't sure what was going to happen here, but found a nice through ball there. And a one-time shot putting it in the far post is Douglas Martinez. 4 goals in 3 games now.
What a lot of people aren't going to see there is that overlapping run from Noah Powder causes Coronado to think that Chang's going to play the ball to Powder, so Coronado takes a step towards Power, allowing Chang to cut inside and find Martinez there. Really, that whole goal comes from Noah Powder's run, pulling Coronado wide.
Hurt's going to be called for the foul on Monroy. Monroy picks up his head. It's now 4-1 here at Zions Bank Stadium in the 78th minute. Ball out wide. Pierre defending him. Ball inside the box, looking for Small, up and over his head. So now want to see how the Monarchs, if they're able to continue to alleviate the pressure they have and continue on the attack, or if Rio Grande Valley is able to figure things out.
There's no need for Putna there to play that ball to Justin Portillo. You've got a 3-goal lead. There's 15 minutes left. Get your guys up the field, play that ball long, and let them do what they're best at and win 50-50s.
Chang wins the free kick for the Monarchs. A rush to take it as it looks like they're gonna make another substitution here. Their second of the match. Portillo, big ball wide, looking for Cashier. Cashier settles, 2 touches on the chest. He's on the touchline, still keeps it in. Looking inside to Martinez. Martinez wants that hat trick, but unable to get it to him.
The Monarchs, take your time here. No need to take a quick corner kick. Walk over to that ball, tie a shoe, fix your socks, whatever it takes. Don't take a quick corner here. Waste as much time as you possibly can and kill RGV's momentum.
Portillo out taking the corner kick. 35 passes tonight for him. He'll put it inside the box, trying to find Ryden again, but pushed wide. It'll be another corner kick for the Monarchs. Avila's gonna try out to take this one. Portillo, 97% pass accuracy throughout the match, and he's been very effective. Really one of those unsung players, heroes of the match that's just really been controlling the pace.
And really, when a first-team player comes down to get minutes, that's what you want for them. You want them to be the best player in this game, and that's what he's been.
Corner kick in. Ryden gets a second opportunity up and over the crossbar as Chang left it as a dummy. Still in the midfield. Ball forward, trying to find Salazar. Looked like it was gonna be a good ball there. Small, he's inside the box. Small takes a crack at it. Defended nicely by the Monarchs. Enriquez. He'll go at Pierre, cuts back, still with it at his feet. Trying to find somebody, lays it off. Ball clipped in, back post. Headed, and a goal! But the flag's up on the far side as Salazar was tasting that brace, but it'll be nullified as the offside flag was up.
RGV very unlucky there not to pull one back. The Monarchs, they gotta finish this game out. There's still 12 to 15 minutes left. They can't let RGV get one more goal because for the last 10 minutes here, RGV's gonna be throwing everything that they can at the Monarchs.
So you're gonna see replay, look at that. Salazar definitely was offside. Portillo finds Cashier. Cashier inside the box. Cashier turned away. Cashier with 2 opportunities, turned away both times as Nelson came up big. Rio Grande Valley on the counter. See if they could figure it out. Smalley inside the box, pulled away. As Hurd gets tangled up with Monroy, and it's just outside the corner of the box. It's gonna be just almost on that V here in the 82nd minute. Monarchs lead 4-1. Almost was 5-1, but it'll be a free kick opportunity for Rio Grande Valley, and it's a thank goodness this game's not being played in Texas tonight. Temperatures were off the chart tonight, this afternoon in Brownsville, 128 on the heat index.
That global warming.
Someone had to say it. Martinez, 3-man Monarch wall. Martinez plays it back post, headed, and a goal! But the flag was up again. Oh, it's a goal. It stands.
I believe the referee's trying to prevent the players from fighting over the ball in the net, so he immediately went to the ball, Landon. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen that happen, but I believe that's what the referee is doing here. It is a goal.
You're going to replay look at that as Martinez plays it in and headed in, and it's a goal. There's nothing there to nullify it as Small scores the goal. Substitutions coming for this Monarch side. 4-2 now here in the 84th.
And they're very lucky for it not to be 4-3 right now, Landon. If Small's not a step off sides on that previous Salazar goal, it would be 4-3. The Monarchs, they got to pick it up. There's 10 minutes left. Finish this game out.
Coffee and Atundi will come on for the Monarchs. Cashier and Martinez will step off the pitch. Chang still going forward. Chang's gonna be taken down just outside the box. Chang's gonna move wide. Coffee's gonna be in the center of the pitch. Chang playing more of his natural position out wide. Is Coffee, the Utah native, will step in the middle of the pitch. Atundi's gonna play up top. Direct substitution there for Martinez. Monarchs with 14 shots, 6 on goal, 5 from outside the box, and 9 inside the box. Portillo will stand over it, one-man wall in front of him. Quickly, inside the box, dummied by Chang. And that was a good look for the Monarchs.
Landon, I'm gonna be honest, despite Nelson giving up 4 goals tonight, he has put in one heck of a performance. There's been quite a few one-on-ones, and he has stood tall every time. Right there. Reaction save like you wouldn't believe, because that ball is on top of him very quickly, and he makes a great one-handed save. I mean, Nelson, he has given up 4 goals, but he has made some unbelievable saves tonight.
4-2 must be the score to be here at Zions Bank Stadium. Monarchs on the backside of that one twice in 2 past former games. Tonight leading 4-2. Small, he goes forward. He's inside the box, tries to chip it over Putna, but just did not get any of that one.
Oh, Smalls finds himself in great space, tries to be a little cheeky here. Outside of the right foot, chip he goes for, but just not enough. You have the momentum, take the goalie one-on-one.
Chang, Atundi, inside the box, Atundi! Pushed away. Give credit to the defense of RGV as 2 players were there to make sure that one was denied. She'll go to second look at this one. Atundi tries to square it up, but pushed away by Contreras, or Castellano, excuse me.
If you're RGV right now, push guys forward. You're losing. There's no need to have this many guys in the box right now. The Monarchs have 4 guys back. Take a chance. You know, take a chance. Push 3 and 4 guys forward. Put the pressure on the Monarchs here, and hopefully that Nelson comes up with a big grab out of the air, and you can play quickly forward and find these guys, but there's no need to have 8 guys in the box to defend 5.
Chang. Wins the free kick for the Monarchs. Fans, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. This allows clubs at all levels across the USL develop its local talent and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. That's uslsoccer.com/academy. Powder's gonna stand over this one. 4-man wall in front of him. He's gonna go at goal. Shot and a goal! What a beauty! That has to be on the goal of the week. Wow.
Wow, Landon, there is nothing else to say about that goal from Noah Powder. What a strike.
(5-2) now here at Zions Bank Stadium here in the 88th minute.
He gets that top spin on the ball, and it gets over the wall, it drops under the crossbar, and a fantastic finish from Noah Powder, Landon.
That's the second free kick goal here this season for this Monarchs side. The last one coming by Michael Chang. Noah Powder getting his name on the score sheet tonight. His first goal in 11 games here in 2019.
Whenever a defender steps up to take a free kick, you always have to be very skeptical, like, what's going to happen here, Landon? But, wow, I am never going to question Noah Powder taking a free kick again. What a goal.
There's not much you can say in an effort like that, and that was probably the nail in the coffin. It's now 5-2. The Monarchs need to make sure they close out this one. We will have some stoppage time. Shouldn't be too much, just goals mostly. Injury or two, Chang trying to get around the defense. Chang whistled for the foul. So you get another look at that free kick. Wow, what a beauty. Powder now being called upon to play defense. He ushers it out for a throw-in. 90th minute of play. 5-2 Monarchs. Goals in the 14th, 21st, 23rd, 76th, and 88th. Stoppage time coming here shortly. Maybe he'll give this one 10 seconds early as well. Swung along the back line for Rio Grande Valley. Not as much urgency as you would guess, but really took the wind out of their sails with that 5th goal, and that free kick was a beauty.
We talked about killing the momentum of this game, Landon, and the best killer of the momentum is a goal. And the Monarchs got one at very late here on RGV, and they're just not able to come back from this now.
Played wide. On the far side. Enriquez. Put inside the box. Salazar there. Heads it wide, though. It'll be a goal kick for the Monarchs. And Putna's going to take his sweet time. Putno here with the goal kick. Crowd here on hand tonight was treated with a beautiful game. A lot of goals.
Great game, dogs in the stands. I mean, there's not much more you can ask for, Landon.
Princess Leia in the booth. Atundi. Coffee out wide to Hurd, not quite there, but a missed touch there by Coronado.
I think we need to get a booth dog. Somebody to keep us company here during the game.
I mean, we could figure that out.
Do you disagree?
I mean, maybe we'll have to ask Matt if that's a possibility. Oh, Connor, our stats guy, is he a dog? He's a good dog. He's a good dog. Connor McKenna on the stats tonight, killing it, making sure we know the latest and greatest. Headed forward, Salazar in a foot race, and Ryden's gonna put it up and out of the stadium. Atundi. A foul called. 2 balls on the pitch. Free kick coming. Swung in. Martinez puts it back post. Plua there. Rises header. Still inside the box. Small. And a goal! Carlos Small pulls one back, and it's 5-3 now here at Zions Bank Stadium late in stoppage time. Small with his 2nd goal after coming on as a second half substitution.
When you watch in the replay here, this ball is lofted up in the box. The header that comes off of the RGV player, it has enough time in the air. Andrew Putna has got to make that box his and come for that ball. not grab it, but you punch it out. You clear out every single guy in front of you, and it doesn't matter. You got that ball out of the box. Collateral damage. It doesn't matter who's in front of you, Landon.
Small, the Panamanian international, has been really effective after coming on as a second half substitution for Gerson Echeverri.
I mean, you got to think Echeverri's probably kicking himself right now to not put this guy on earlier in the game with the impact that he has had.
Chang out wide to Pierre, the academy product. He'll play it forward, ball's wide, and stoppage time is through here at Zions Bank Stadium. And the Monarchs are gonna take all 3 points with a 5-3 victory, David, and a wild affair here at Zions Bank Stadium tonight.
I mean, great reaction from the Monarchs offensively tonight to put 5 goals past Rio Grande Valley, but they gotta tighten that defense up. Too many leaky goals at critical times tonight. The Monarchs, as they go forward in this season, if they want to be a playoff team, they have to eliminate those kinds of goals.
And one of the things they'll have to figure out is how to come out with a lead and continue to play forward in the second half. That's been a struggle.
They have to close games out a little bit earlier than what they are. They allowed RGV to get themselves back into this game, and then they decided to step up and close this game out. But they can't wait that long. They got to keep the pedal on the metal the entire time and not let RGV even have a sniff to get back into the game.
And one of the things they really did was they gave up a goal, but then they were able to settle in and kind of get their bearings and give credit to Martin Vasquez for bringing on some players late to kind of slow down the pace, because that's where it got going too quickly for this Monarch side in the second
Definitely,
half.
he made the right subs at the right time tonight to kill this game off. Now, I would also like to give credit to RGV. They went in the halftime down 3-0, but they had a reaction in the second half. They got themselves back into this game when they had no business to, and if not for some late goals from the Monarchs, RGV, I mean, it could have been 3-3 tonight.
Monarchs are going to move to 4-6-3 on the season, 15 points. As we'll get a replay look at some of the action. As we'll check out some of these goals, and we'll throw it to a quick break and be back with our final thoughts here as the Monarchs take a 5-3 victory over RGV. America First Credit Union, ensuring the financial health of local families and businesses for 80 years. Tonight's match is presented by Steward Healthcare. Steward, world-class healthcare where you live. Visit steward.org. Mountain America, start preparing for your future today with Picture Perfect savings accounts from Mountain America. They offer term deposits, youth accounts, retirement savings, and more. Visit macu.com. For banking that always puts the best team on the pitch, Zions Bank is for you.
A lot can happen when your sidekick is a dog.
Kicker. I got this.
That's why you use Zelle in the Mountain America app. It makes sending and receiving money fast and easy. So Kicker and I can keep the adventure going.
Zelle is now in the Mountain America mobile app. Quickly send and receive money from almost anyone with a bank account in the U.S.
Kicker, my sleeping bag.
I've got this.
All with the convenience and security of the Mountain America app.
For the past 42 years, and with over 28 million sold, more people have put their hard-earned money on a Ford F-Series truck than any other pickup in America. Yeah, I'd say that's money well spent. It's Ford Truck Month, America. Time to join the stampede.
Now get a Ford F-150 with 0 for 72 financing plus $1,000 trade assist cash, or get over $13,000 in total savings.
welcome into the beautiful Zions Bank Stadium here in Harriman City. Brody inside the 18. Brody shot and a goal! Andrew Brody.
Blake takes the shot and he hammered it home.
America First Credit Union affair here at Zions Bank Stadium, and a wild matchup between these two sides. Really, it heated up in the second half. 3 goals for the Monarchs, but then it got interesting as Rio Grande Valley started to figure their way back into that one. As you can see, a beautiful shot here north of the stadium. Let's check out the upcoming schedule for this Monarch side and where they'll head here in the next few weeks. Like we talked about, a short June in the sense of only 3 games being played, or 4 games. Man, I keep getting that off. Austin Bold on Colorado Springs on June 22nd. That's the next game for the Monarchs. Then they'll go back on the road to Tulsa FC down in Tulsa, and then finally back home on July 6th against New Mexico United, one of the top teams in the Western Conference, and you see the rest of the schedule through late July. David, thoughts on this game and what to take away from this Monarch side? Obviously, finally back on the winning side here at Zions Bank Stadium, but what needs to go forward to make sure this Monarch side continues to have success?
Great offensive reaction tonight. We've talked this whole year about, can we get some output from Douglas Martinez here? He's put in so much work, and he wasn't getting a lot of goals or assists. Now, those goals, those assists, they're starting to come for him. Can he keep that momentum going into the middle part of the schedule here? Also, on the flip side of that, this defense, they have to clean it up a little bit. They're giving up too many easy, leaky goals in critical times. They're allowing teams to get back in the matches after they have the lead. They have to be able to close teams down. They should only need 1 goal to win a game. Right now, it's taking 4 and 5 goals to win a game. If you can get to that point where you only need 1 or 2 goals to win a game, you will be a playoff team.
Douglas Martinez, the man of the match tonight, with 2 goals scored in the 14th and in the 76th, and really was one of the main difference makers. We talked about him in the pregame. 4 goals now in 3 games, and he's a guy that's kind of feeling the fire.
And we talked about him in pregame about being that catalyst to get this team going. And not only does he score goals, but he holds that ball up and he allows his defense to get up the field, and he collects that ball, and then guys can play off of him, and it allows the Monarchs to keep possession of the ball. And that's what he does so well. He just works incredibly hard for 90 minutes every single time that he plays.
5-3 Monarchs take all 3 points here home at Zions Bank Stadium from our wonderful production crew that makes this all possible. Stats by Connor McKenna, David Horst, Landon Southwick. We'll catch you next time here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.